A harness. You know what you do with this harness? You take it and you throw it in the trash. I was walking down the aisle of my local Kahoots store and I saw all these products that you guys have been asking me about, so I decided to do a video on it. We're gonna do muzzles, treat bags, clickers, easy walks, harnesses. We're gonna talk about a lot of things. Long leashes, a lot of things right now. All right, so first is gonna be treat bags. I have by far a favorite treat bag and I'm gonna tell you which one it is right now. So here's the thing about treat bags. They're really uncool and dorky looking. So I'm gonna show you the most cool and not dorky looking treat bag there is. What is this one? Outward Hound, okay? Look at this thing. Look at this thing sticks out. Look how far this thing sticks out. Look how uncool this treat bag is, okay? All treat bags do is hold treats. So try not to get one that looks really dorky. That's that one. Here's my favorite one. My favorite one is Treat Tote. Right there. This is the one you see in all my videos. See this thing right here? This thing makes it hang down a little bit farther. So it looks better. Look at that. It looks way better than this one. Look at this one. Look how giant this one is. And it still sits up too high. Look at this. Too much. Too much. This thing is the nerdiest looking thing I've ever seen. Treat Tote is my favorite one. All right, Treat Tote. Looks like that. That's my preferred treat bag. Okay, here's a clicker. What does a clicker do, guys? Marks the correct behavior, then you reinforce the behavior later on. It's a marker, it's a bridge. It bridges the gap in time between the behavior and the reinforcement. So want to know what you do with this? You throw it in the trash because you already have a marker. It's called your voice. I use yes. When you're training it down and the dog's body touches the ground, you say yes, you open your hand and you feed them. My next event is at Grossmont Kahoots in La Mesa, California, Saturday, December 3rd from 1 to 3. I'm going to be talking about aggression and answering all your questions. I'll put the details in the description, and if you want more no-nonsense dog training, hit the subscribe button. This is the muzzle I use. You guys ask me all the time, what muzzle do you use? I use Baskerville muzzles. I just like them. I think they're good. They're soft. The dog can drink out of them. I like them way better than these mesh muzzles. I'm a Baskerville muzzle fan. That's the muzzle that you see in all my videos and you'll always ask me about. So that's the one. What else we got? Long leashes. How many times have I told you 20-foot leash for recall? It's the middle of the road between the dog on the leash and the dog off leash. You can train with a 20-foot leash. Dog gets to 15 feet. You say, come. Dog goes, no way. I'm not on a leash. I'm 15 feet away from you. Then they hit the end of the leash, then they come to you, then you give them a treat. 20-foot leashes are the middle of the road or the intermediary step between your dog off leash and your dog on leash, okay? Look at, you know what I think about these, right? Gentle leaders. I love them. I love gentle leaders. Here's the thing with gentle leaders. I'm not gonna get into a gentle leader or head harness. Any head harness is fine. You don't have to do gentle leaders. Any head harness is fine. Halti has one. There's a bunch of them out there. I don't know if they have any of those. Size medium fits almost all big dogs. You don't need a size large. You're like, I have an 80-pound German Shepherd. Size medium fits them. You don't need large. Larges, they hang down too small. Size medium. You know how I feel about them. Haven't talked too much about easy walk harnesses. These are really good. They're not as effective as gentle leaders. They connect in the chest. When the dog pulls, it just pulls them a little bit differently. Better than a harness, because it connects in the front. Better than a collar, but not as good as a gentle leader. But an easy walk harness is good. A harness. You know what you do with this harness? You take it and you throw it in the trash because it is a pulling device. These are great for sled dogs. Makes it so comfortable to pull. But that's not what you want. And all these husky people, they come to me and they all have harnesses. For some reason, they think because they have a husky, the husky needs to wear a harness, then they wonder why their dog is pulling. It's because you have your dog in a pulling device, not an anti-pulling device, an actual pulling device. These are horrible. Harnesses, back clip harnesses are horrible, horrible. All right, here, we got some leashes. I'm not gonna make this a whole leash talk. Leather leashes. I am not a fan of leather leashes. And people bring their dogs to me with leather leashes all the time. You know why? They snap. I've had so many leashes. They don't snap when they're brand new, but once they get older, these things snap right in half. You cannot walk your aggressive or your leash reactive dog if you think or possibly your leash is gonna snap. So leather leashes, in my opinion, after about 6 months are a no-no. You gotta replace them all the time. So, I am not, like a lot of trainers, anti, whatever this thing's called, a retractable leash. But they're always tight. You know how I feel about tight leashes. Look at this. They're always a little bit tight, so the dog always feels a little bit of tightness, and you know how I feel about that. If you want to use this thing and lock it out, that's fine, and use it like a normal leash. But don't have this thing retracting all the time, because the dog's learning and being comfortable and rehearsing behavior on a tight leash. What would another example of rehearsing behavior on a tight leash be called? Pulling. You don't want tight leash ever. All right, that is my walk around at Kahoots. One of the aisles that interests me because there are so many dog training things on here. That's all I see. Prong collars. I'm not anti-prong collar. I've talked to you about that. They're just, I'm a gentle head harness guy, not a prong collar guy. All right, that's it. That's my opinion on a lot of things that you guys have asked me about that I've never addressed. I happen to be in the aisle, see all this stuff, so I decided to come back in and make a video for you.